self-development is huge, and just beginning to recognize the importance that increasing your own self-awareness can play. Most of the feedback that I've gotten from doing informational interviews this summer has been know yourself, because if you don't know yourself, you have no ability to begin to connect with the world outside of you, and that's really the foundation to kind of figuring out what your role is in the big picture and grand scheme of things.
I realize that I do definitely want to work with communities of color and communities that are under-resourced, specifically in the Bay Area, and hopefully sometime in the future, like in the Philippines. And
cultivating self-awareness and emotional intelligence is something that is worthwhile.
I really feel like I developed the idea of emotional intelligence and the ability to practice being self-aware, not only about my own emotions, but about what other people and your coworkers, your preceptor, how to interact with them and the way you communicate with others. The big takeaway I got from this internship was I gained a lot of confidence, so I learned how capable I am of achieving.
I think self-doubt and critical / damaging thoughts is probably something that I will spend a long time trying to work on and combat, but mostly because I've realized that my mindset most of the time for going into things has to do with hoping that I won't ever make any mistakes and trying to do everything perfectly, and I think in doing that I'm setting myself up for failure.
Especially when mistakes affect other people and other people's workflow, I have a really hard time moving forward from mistakes.
You have to make a mistake, and when you do make that mistake, learn that that's okay. Just the most important thing is that you have to learn from that and, you know, try to grow from that point on. And just don't allow yourself to live in perpetual fear of making a mistake.
A really good way that I was able to overcome this struggle to not dwell on mistakes is through the support of my preceptors and by the other intern, Deeqa. They're so very, very nice and supportive, and their words of affirmation and
What I want to say to my preceptors.
Nice, and I want to hug all the time.
Thank you guys. Honestly, I feel like I've never felt more welcomed by any group of people.
No, I just want to say thank you. Sorry, my voice is all weird, but I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. I just feel really lucky.
The quality department here is amazing. I feel unbelievably fortunate to have had my supervising preceptor Jess, but also all of the other fantastic people that work here in quality, Julie, Jory, and even Shayna, who really stepped up and taken mentorship role and given us so much support and guidance and always made us feel safe.
People who are really supportive and kind and compassionate and hardworking and humble.
So that if we did have questions, if we ever made a mistake, it was always looked at as an opportunity to learn and grow and try to change things. And I think they really, really valued our own opinion about asking, okay, well, what's working and how can we help support you guys more, and how do we establish ourselves in such a way that you can have your own optimal growth and optimal learning. And I am just eternally grateful for that.
That you guys went above and beyond my expectations, and yeah, I just want to say thank you for being supportive and for investing in Deeqa and I's future.
And I hope to take everything that I've gotten from their lovely, fantastic wisdom and guidance through this process, and going forward just apply as much of that as possible. So thank you.